Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling the story of Shivaji Maharaj's Mavla warriors.
That's right.
We've gathered some compelling information to understand who these incredibly loyal soldiers were, and crucially, why they were so vital to his success. Okay, let's get into it.
Absolutely. What immediately stands out from the material is that the Mavlas weren't just, a random collection of fighters.
Right.
They were deeply connected to the Maval region, the Sahyadri Mountains in Maharashtra.
Okay.
The very name Mavla ties them to this rugged terrain, which really shaped them
Shape them how?
into this tough, mountain-savvy, and fiercely loyal force that they became famous for.
It's fascinating how their background played such a key role. We're talking farmers, hunters, villagers,
Yeah,
mostly from areas like Pune, Satara, Konkan.
exactly. Not a professional army in the way we might think of one today.
So how did that, everyday life translate into military skill?
Well, that's the crucial insight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Their inherent knowledge of the land, the forest, the hills, all the hidden paths around the forts.
Ah, okay.
It just naturally lent itself to guerrilla tactics. I mean, imagine trying to fight someone who knows every single rock and tree on the battlefield.
A huge advantage.
Definitely. And Shivaji Maharaj, he astutely recognized this potential. He didn't just find them, he instilled discipline.
So he shaped them too.
He transformed this kind of raw potential into a genuinely formidable fighting force.
So it wasn't just about knowing the land, but how they used that knowledge.
Precisely. Guerrilla tactics, scaling sheer cliffs silently. It paints a picture of a highly adaptable, very resourceful group.
And they weren't just lightly armed skirmishers, were they? The sources mention swords, bows.
Oh yeah, they were proficient. Masters of unconventional warfare, really.
Unconventional how?
Think about their ability to just appear, strike, and then poof, melt back into the terrain.
Hit and run.
Exactly. This constant pressure, it really frustrated the larger, more conventional armies they faced.
And their endurance must have been incredible.
Remarkable. Surviving on minimal resources, in harsh conditions. That gave them a huge edge, especially in long campaigns around key forts.
Forts like Rajgad, Torna.
Yes, in Sinagad, Purandar, Raygad, all places where their unique skills were absolutely decisive.
Our sources really bring some incredible moments to life. That attack on Shaista Khan,
In Pune, yes.
the battle against Afzal Khan at Pratapgad, the escape from Agra. The Mavlas were right there in the thick of it.
Central to all of it.
And the story of Tanaji Malusari at Sinhan, I mean, it's legendary.
It really is. And these examples, they tell you so much about the Mavlas.
What specifically?
It's the sheer dedication, the personal bravery on display. Tanaji's sacrifice, Baji Prabhu Deshpande at Pavankind.
Holding the pass, right?
Holding the pass against overwhelming odds, yes. And Murabaji Deshpande defending Purandar. These aren't just stories.
They feel very real.
They exemplify that unwavering loyalty, the courage that just defined the Mavla spirit. Even Shivaji's own personal bodyguards, Jiva Mahala, Yasaji Kank, often Mavlas.
Wow, that shows incredible trust.
Deep trust and commitment, yeah.
It sounds like this loyalty, it went beyond just following orders. The sources suggest a real connection to Shivaji himself and also to this idea of Swaraja.
Absolutely spot on. It wasn't just about fighting, it was about what they were fighting for.
Self-rule.
Self-rule, their core values, that absolute loyalty, the fearless bravery, a simple, disciplined life rooted in their background, and this deep patriotism. It was all fueled by Swaraja.
So not motivated by money or plunder like some armies?
Not primarily, no. This was a force driven by a shared identity, a shared purpose. And if you think about the bigger picture, this deep-seated commitment is probably what made the Maratha resistance so resilient.
You can see why their impact was so huge. Shivaji himself said, my Mavlas are my strength. Without them, there is no Swaraja.
That's a powerful quote, isn't it? Tells you everything.
And the term Mavla, it still means something in Maharashtra today, right? The symbol of courage.
It absolutely does. It honors bravery and sacrifice. It's fascinating how this relatively localized group, born from the land, united by this powerful vision, became the very foundation, the bedrock of a major empire. Their legacy, it definitely continues to inspire.
So summing up, the Mavlas were far more than just soldiers. They were unique, shaped by their land, their loyalty to Shivaji.
And that deep commitment to Swaraja, yeah.
Truly the backbone of the emerging Maratha power.
Which, raises a compelling point for you, the listener. Consider how that profound connection, that link between a people and their land, when combined with inspired leadership and a shared ideal, how that can forge a force capable of genuinely transforming history.
And maybe think about whether we see echoes of that kind of spirit, that dynamic, playing out even today, perhaps in unexpected ways.
Exactly, something to mull over.